All right, hey, we're back. We got the top dropped on the hussy, 4 inches out of the B pillars. Now the back glass. I like to run a back glass in mine. Helps cut down the wind, the dust, some of that stuff. It's probably 50 different ways we could go about doing this. I could build a metal frame, thought of a lot of different things. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple. So I've already got a cardboard template made that fits the back glass that I'll be using. So I got a hold of the guys at Optic Armor Performance Windows, and they hooked me up with a piece of their polycarbonate. This is not your Westlake's plexiglass by any means. Their polycarbonate it's thermal formed and hard coated. It's resistant to chemicals or scratches or abrasions. You can clean it with everyday Windex or a glass cleaner. It's wiper friendly. It is a terrific product. They produce this stuff for race cars, for heavy equipment. It's great stuff. So you guys are doing cage chops, whether it's just like me in the B pillar or even in the front, they can make you a piece that'll fit your new application. I'm gonna go ahead and cut mine down myself and fit it in there. Kind of my plan to keep this just as simple as possible. I've got some weather rubber stripping. I'm going to run all the way around. On the cage itself, I will pre-drill my polycarbonate from Optic Armor, and then I'm simply going to use some self-tapping screws with some rubber washers all the way around to hold the glass in there. It's still removable that way, maybe not quite as easy as a lock and ride window, but it's still removable. Yet at the same time, it's a pretty simple installation. All right, I've got my polycarbonate from Optic Armor all cut to fit my opening. I've added some rubber weather stripping underneath here, so when I screw my poly down, it's not sitting directly on the metal cage. It's got some cushion underneath of it. Keep in mind, I just got an oversized piece of poly from Optic's Armor and decided to cut it down myself. If you call them, they will get you one cut to fit your application. So now, before we do this, one more thing. I decided I didn't want to be able to see the back of the cage through it. So I taped it all off and have actually painted the outside edge all the way around. So when I put this up there from the back, you will not be able to see the cage around the edges, just the clear opening in the middle. So let's get this put up there. We'll start marking some holes and getting it fastened in. All right, so there's the final product. I may add some more screws here in a little bit, but basically I simply drilled pilot holes through the polycarbonate and the cage itself, and then using self-tapping screws, screwed them in. I did go back and drill the holes in the polycarbonate just a hair bigger than the screw body, thinking that possibly the cage might flex just a little bit, and so I wanted to make sure it had a little give. But I'm pretty impressed. Turned out well. Goes good with the chop cage. The clarity of Optic's Armor's polycarbonate is unbelievable. Realistically, you can't tell it's not glass. And well, as a matter of fact, I'm shooting this through a scrap piece of it right now. And as far as durability goes, watch this. Double-aught steel wool. I'd say that's pretty scratch resistant. So that's the last part of the cage chop, was getting the rear window put in. We've got that done. Up next, custom headliner. Not exactly sure what we're going to do yet. Don't think we're going anything terribly fancy. I'm not into the big stereos and that kind of stuff. I would like to get a headliner in there, kind of help with the noise dampening a little bit. Hey, if you're liking these videos, go ahead and click and subscribe. And down below in the description, I'm going to put a link to Optic Armor. I highly recommend them for any of your window needs, whether you've got a race car, side by side, a motorcycle, heavy equipment. Hey, reach down there and look them up. Great company. Hey, tune back in and we're going to get to working on the headliner.